8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
This video is a proud presentation of MJ Broadcasting. Thank you for your support and enjoy the game. Welcome inside of the Whitby Iroquois Arena for game number 4 of this series. Toros lead at 4 points to 2. Each and every game of this series has been by a goal. Toros won the first one in overtime, while Whitby scored late in game number 2 to take a 4-3 win. And the Toros came right back at South Curtis Arena on the weekend with a 3-2 victory. That pass up there for Davis was out of his reach, going down the ice. Sear picks it up in his own end, will fire it around the back end boards, will get picked up there by Mezzatesta on his own end. Back to the line. Over there for Tucker. Tucker trying to take a shot through a tip, and they score right in front of the net. There might be a high stick involved here in front of the net. We'll see if this is going to count or not. High stick in. No goal. We'll have another face-off here in the Whitby end. It is going to be a goal. We thought they were going to take it away, but referees had another conversation and they called it a goal. Whitby's up 1-0 on the tip out in front. Trying to pick up that loose puck in the corner. Aiden Howard turns it over to Sid Quad to the other side for White. White picking it up, and he fires it down the ice. The Toros get a bad break already in the game. There's a high stick out in front, but I have to try and regroup from that. Sabriza gets taken down, and we'll get our first penalty of the game. So not even a minute in. Whitby leads this one 1-0, but the Toros get a power play to try and strike back. Logan Jackman picking it up at center. New hair and all, puts it in behind the net. Trying to dig that puck in behind the goal. It's Perot along with Connor Cole as they try and win that battle in the corner. Cole is going to set up Perot on the other side. Off to the left. Perot back down low for Cole as they try and find a lane. Back to the line for Ford. Gage forward for Pro, trying to shoot it. Will fire it back down low, gets knocked down out of front. Another pass, shot, scores! Connor Sear couldn't see him at the side of the net, and he buries it past Seto, and just like that, we are tied at 1. So the trick play works for Jackman and his crew as Sear comes in off the line right to the side of the right net and snapped it past Seto to tie things at 1. Jack Cannon will fire it off the boards right into the corner. Back in behind the net goes Taylor, trying to pick it up there with Perot on the other side. Nicholas Perot throws it out in front, trying to jam away at it there in the crease area, and it gets stopped with the left pad of Seto, and he'll hold on to it. Another jaw that's coming off to the left of the Whitby goal. McHaggerty tries to dig it out. Up there for Mezzatesti, he chips it off the board to the other side. First one trying to get there is Pritchard in the Toros end. Cannon fires it around the boards. Back in behind the goal goes Perot to try and pick it up, one over his stick. Coming back up the other way. Aiden Howard tried to cut him off. That'll be Davis trying to win that battle versus Menko in the corner. It gets kept in from the line. They're trying to dig away at that loose puck out in front of the goal. It'll be Tucker that comes away with it. And he tried to find Pritchard, but it went over his stick. Toros get the loose puck and try and clear it up there for Perot. Nicholas Perot uses the glass smartly. Dumps it down the ice as it rolls into the Whitby zone and gets picked off there by Tucker. Tucker up there for Davis. Trying to get around Riesler. He takes a shot, and it's going to be a right pad save from Galton. So the first shot went in on both goaltenders. I don't know who got the touch on Whitby's goal, but I do know that Sear had the answer on the power play. Sabrizi trying to walk it out in front. Scooping it out of the zone is Costello with a lead pass. He finds Brown, who in return gets it up there in the zone for number 19. Tried the shot. Steered aside there from Galton as it goes in behind the net. Menko trying to chip it out. Sabrizi gets taken off his feet on the other side. That one over the stick and into the Whitby end goes White to pick it up. White got bothered by Rusler, but he still comes up with a loose puck in the zone. Parker Rusler couldn't get it past White. Sabrizi tried to chip it away. He had a big 2-goal performance in game number 3 with 2 breakaway goals. Lead pass, that's going over the stick of Drimmy. And the Toros kind of took advantage of a line change in the last game on the winning goal. On that beautiful pass from Davidson, I believe that sprung Sabrizi, which led to the game winner in the second period. Late pass up there for number 8, trying to come in the zone. He gets taken to the boards by Jackman at the Toros bench, and behind the goal for Sear. He's going to chip it to the other side for Kevin Ryan, trying to lead it out. Over there for Cole, trying to pick it up their center ice. Connor Cole will dump it the rest of the Whitby way into the corner, where it'll be McHaggerty on the loose puck. McHaggerty to the other side. They're going to try and chip it out. Jimmy holds it in there. And to the other side for Jackman. One-timer. That one goes wide of the net. Jackman got all he wanted to. Just couldn't hit the target. And that'll come out through center. Picked up by Maddox in his own end. Ethan Maddox the other side. The pass got broken up. Jack Hazelton will try and chip it up there for Jackman now. Jackman's got to do the work. Couldn't get it past Davis. Davis comes up through center into the neutral zone. Had a collision there with Hazelton. They're still banging away at it, and Jack Hazelton is the one that comes away with a loose puck, and he'll dump it the length of the ice. Back is Ross to pick it up to the other side for his defensive partner McHaggerty as they try and dump it in. Coming in there's Mazzatesta. Mazzatesta shot. Right pad stop there from Galton. Mazzatesta will pick it up in his own end again. Try and set it up in front. Couldn't do it. Davis will pick it up now, trying to spin away from the check. Back to the left for Mazzatesta. Right in front for Pritchard. And stop point blank there from Galton. His first big tough save of the day. Pritchard rolls it in on net. And this one Galton is going to take no chances with. He'll cover it for a face-off. Draw coming off to the left of the Toros goal. Menko fired around the other side for Davidson, trying to chip it up there for Pro. Nicholas Pro uses the glass, trying to get it past Steffler, and it'll come in the zone. That's to the other side, picked up by Taylor, trying to shoot it from the face-off dot. Had it stripped off his stick. Whitby has numbers back the other way with Brown. Over his stick, and Davidson tries to pick it up. That is in the Toro zone, back in behind the net. Goes Davidson to pick it up in his own end. Trying to chip it out. We have under 4 minutes left to go here in the first. Whitby struck first on their first shot, only about a minute in. And that one will go into Galton for a face-off. But then the Toros struck on their power play. The answer by Sear is where we're at right now, tied at 1. Here at a very big game number 4 at the Iroquois Park Arena. The Toros are up 4 points to 2. If this needs another game, it will go Sunday at Darlington. Aiden Howard trying to chip it out. It'll come to the other side. Pass out in front. Left pass save. Rebound out in front. Also gets stopped there by Galton. And the defenseman help him out. And Drew Galton just came up with one of his best saves of the series so far, as he came up with that left pad coming across to make the stop. Keep this one at 1-1. And it'll be a draw in the Toros end. Off to the left of Galton. Face off won by Whitby. They're going to go back to the line for White. White's shot got blocked by Jackman out in front. They're still digging away at it. Jackman trying to pick it up. Nice play there by number 8 to hold it in at the line. Goes back in behind the Toros net with a pass to the other side. Camera 9 trying to chip it past number 8. They're setting up Jimmy to go to the net. Jimmy's shot doesn't make it through. He picks it up again and goes back for White though. White a shot. That's going to roll into Galton for another face-off. There'll be another draw in the Toros end. The battle on the loose puck. They try and throw it at our friend. It's Pritchard. Pritchard's in behind the net, doing the work. He'll ring it around the other side for Mezzatesta as he tries to chip it in the zone. Back in behind the goal. Stolen aside there by Sear as he fires it off the backhand boards for Jack Cannon on the right side. Trying to come up through center. It gets turned over to McCaggerty. McCaggerty's pass. Got kicked beside there for Sear. Connor Sears pass through Taylor. Got picked off by McCaggerty on that dump in attempt. Ross moves it to the other side for McCaggerty as they're going to lead it in for Pritchard. Pritchard trying to get around Connor Sears. Sears going to push Pritchard wide. And Sear pushes Pritchard right in behind the net. Takes him off his feet. And now Sear gets the opportunity to dump it out. He uses the boards to try and do that, but it goes into the bench out of play. It's going to be a Whitby penalty. Not really sure what the call is. I believe it might be too many men on the ice, so that's what we're going to go with. It'll be a face-off just inside the Whitby line. Connor Cole take the draw and win it. Maddox will take it back in his own end as it slides back there. Toros 1-for-1 on their power play. It didn't take them long to strike on their first one. Perot picks that one up at center. Nicholas Perot trying to get around the check. Perot will put the brakes on from the face-off circle and do a nice spinorama back down low. Connor Cole. Back for Perot. They'll find Hazelton from the line. Maddox, that pass got off his tape. And it'll get cleared aside. Jackman trying to go back for it. He's got Costello on him. So Jackman will take it back in his own end and start at the process from there. Turned over to Whitby in their own end. Trying to pick it up there is Costello. He'll fire it in behind the net. Hazelton to the other side. Trying to find a lane past Jimmy. Jimmy uses the board smartly to dump it in. That'll be Jackman on the other side. We'll fire it past White. Into the zone. White tries to clear it, and he does get it out of the zone. We're at it. We're in the last minute of play of the first period. 40 seconds left. Back goes in behind the net. Back goes White to pick it up. Jackman's on him. Connor Cole trying to do the battle in the corner for Jackman. Logan Jackman throws it out in front. Instead he goes to the corner for Perot. Nicholas Perot trying to walk out from the line. Back for Ford. Gage Ford and Nicholas Perot playing catch with it. Shot just go wide of the right post. And Sear will pick it up off the line. Setting up Perot on the other side. Nicholas Perot shot. Right pad save. Rebound out in front. The Toros can't get their stick on it. That might have been an open net out in front of the goal. Tapped in there by Connor Cole. Might be the last opportunity. Over there for Perot, but a nice defensive play there by number 19 to break that up. Or it could have been a one-timer from the side of the net. And that'll be Jimmy trying to get that last shot away, but he won't do it. So we will go to the second period, all tied at 1. Starting off period number 2 with the line of Howard, Sabrizzi, and Parker Rusler will be the forward line for the Toros versus Pritchard, Mezzatesta, and Davis out there on the forward line for Whitby. That goes in behind the net. So it's 2 quick goals. Whitby struck first about a minute into the first period. There's a shot stopped there by Seto, and they'll hold on to it. There'll be another draw off to the right. And for the Toros, goal was a power play as Connor Sear was sitting at the right side of the net, and there was nothing Seto could do there. He couldn't get back across in time to stop Sear's shot. That's going down the ice. Back in behind the goal goes McCaggerty on it. McCaggerty tried to get rid of it in the corner as they're trying to get free of that loose puck. Picked up there by Gage Ford at center, and he'll dump it the rest of the way into the Whitby corner. McCaggerty to the other side. Davis trying to get on the loose puck over there on the other side from McCaggerty. Mezzatesta with a nice slapper. That's going in behind the Toros net as Whitby went off on the line change. Toros try and catch him. Nicholas Perot coming up through center. He's going to find Taylor, but he couldn't go with the puck. Menko trying to hold up his man. Couldn't do it. They're coming in the zone with a pass. Just out of the reach of number 18, who will pick it up in the corner. Number 18 will chip it back down low for Costello. He's going to use the line for Steffler. Steffler a shot, and it's not going to get tipped out in front. First one there to try and throw it out in front is Menko to pick it off. Jack Cannon will try and clear it out, and he will get it out over the blue line. Now he tries to hunt down the puck. Cannon. That's Perot on the loose puck. Nicholas Perot trying to walk it out in front. Finally lost it as he tried to make his way around the checker. Back up the other side. He's going to fire it past Menko into the corner. Or Davidson into the corner. James Davidson behind the net, fires it around. Knocked down there by Tucker, who throws it at the net wide. Kept in there by St. Paul with a shot. Left pad save. And they try and get it out. Kept in there by Tucker from the line. Fans on the shot. Toros got the loose puck with Menko. He chips it up. There's Taylor on the loose puck trying to chip it past Costello. Couldn't do that as it's a loose puck at the Toros bench and comes in the zone for Hannon. Jack Hannon, release shot. Blocker save there from Seto as he blocked that one aside and took it into the right corner. Whitby with numbers back the other way. The lead pass for Costello was over his stick. St. Paul on the loose puck. St. Paul comes in the zone. He had a player coming up there with a pass out of his reach. Toros numbers the other way with Connor Cole. Cole in the zone. Nice play there by White to push him off before he could shoot it. Now it'll be Jackman back down low for Connor Cole. They're trying to find Cameron Ryan at the front, but White was holding up his man in behind the net. Coming around the boards for Hazelton as he's going to keep it in. Goes in behind the net as they fire it around, trying to find number 19 out of the zone. Got around Jackman. Trying to keep it in there from the line. Was Ethan Maddox, couldn't do that. Jimmy back the other way. Jimmy coming in with a shot, and it just went high and wide over the blocker hand of Galton. Kept in there by White from the line. White's little floater shot, not making it through. Rebound in front, and a blocker save there from Galton as they'll hold on to the rebound. Face off to the right of Galton as he got set in the Toros goal. One there by cleanly by Pritchard. McHaggerty back down left for Mazzatesta was out of his reach as Mazzatesta tries to set things up. He goes back to the line for McHaggerty with a shot. Tipped that in front. It's going to go wide. It didn't hit the deflection out in front of the goal. Pritchard trying to win the battle in the left corner. Down low for Davis. Davis is going to get knocked off the puck as the Toros flip it away for Parker Ruzler. He can't clear it out of the zone. Mazzatesta to the other side for McHaggerty as they're going to lead it in, led by Pritchard. Pritchard trying to get around the check, throws it there, and Galton steered it aside. It won't make it out. Ross keeps it in. Ross's shot was blocked by Aiden Howard off his left skate. They try for the wraparound out of front. Galton followed him right across. McHaggerty from the face-off circle. Going to fire it back down low. Whitby putting on the pressure, trying to get their lead back. Pritchard has it. Drops it back to the line for McHaggerty as they move it around well and find Ross on the other side with a shot. And that's going to go wide of the net. Galton might have got his equipment on that. He didn't see it through the screen. McHaggerty will pick it up in his own end. Turned over there to Ruzler. Trying to go with the puck there at the Toros bench. McHaggerty doing all he can to chip it out at center. McHaggerty will dump it past Davidson into the corner. Back in behind the net they go with a lead pass. Finds Ruzler, and he's going to dump it into the penalty box area and out of play. A draw that's coming right here at the blue line. One there by Whitby. Steffler with some pressure on. Takes his patience and gets it up there for Costello. Costello reaches his own. Stopped there by Galton as he steers it aside. In behind the net for James Davidson. He tries to ring it around. Tucker's going to keep that in. Tucker a shot. Not going to make it through. Toros blocked it. Taylor trying to battle on that loose puck and he clears it aside. Scooped up there by Costello again. Costello's shot is going wide. It's going to bounce out in front. And it's not going to make its way to the front of the goal. Perot tried to chip it out. Steffler held the line though. And put it back in behind the goal. Thomas Menko behind the net. Menko got pressured on as they try and win that battle in the corner. Jimmy. Turnover there to Perot. He's going to flip it up at center. Cannon trying to scoop up that pass. Gets away from the check. Jack Cannon's in! Taken down. And it gets steered aside there. It'll be a Whitby penalty. Trying to wrap it out in front. That's not going to work. Cannon on the other side. Finally taken down and touched by Whitby for the penalty. So it's going to be a penalty going to Tucker on the penalization to Jack Cannon. Yeah, Sear trying to do the work. Sets up Perot on the other side. Shot! Nice block out in front there by White. And they try and clear it out with St. Croix. Sear held it in. Nice play there, hand-eye by Jackman. He'll pat it in behind the net. Jackman was out in front. The pass didn't reach him. Nicholas Perot back down low. He's going to find Cole. He finds it back to the line for forward. Trying to get a shot there. Tip. Stopped there by Seto with the right pad. And Jackman got taken off his feet by White. Back in behind the goal by Perot. Nicholas Perot setting up Connor Cole from the face-off circle. They're moving it around well. Looking for a lane to shoot it. Gage Ford might have it. Instead, he'll fire it to the other side for Sear. Throwing it to the net for Perot, but the pass is knocked down. Rebound in front, and a left pad saved by Seto, and there's a loose puck in front, but not for long. Seto's got it for another face-off from the Whitby end. Face-off off to the left of the Whitby goal. Back to the line for Ford, trying to find a lane for Perot. He's going to get it back down low, and Cole tries to shoot the puck as they move it around well with Perot. Connor Cole to Perot again. Perot doing some nice dance moves, but he's back down low for Cole. Nicholas Perot and Cole playing catch with the puck. Looking for a lane to shoot it. That'll be Connor Cole's job. And he shoots it wide. Jackman picks up the loose puck off the end board zone. Trying to set things up. He'll fire it back down low for Connor Cole. Cole again for Perot. Sear picks it up with a shot. Tip. Shot. Stopped there by Seto. Rebound. Perot. Scores! Nicholas Perot bangs in the garbage. Out in front of the net on the rebound. And the Toros take a 2-1 lead. Nicholas Perot was at the right place at the right time and got the last stick on that rebound out in front to make it 2-1. Ethan Maddox with the pass for Zabrizzi. He's going to tip it past St. Croix into the corner. Aiden Howard trying to win the race versus White. Tried to cause a turnover. Both players fall down. Zabrizzi took his man into the boards. Other side there for Maddox. Ethan Maddox will fire at the length of the ice. In behind the Whitby net. Goes White on it. Cameron Ryan trying to win the battle in the corner. He backhands it behind the net. It'll come around the boards. That's going to try and get kept in there. And will by Jack Hazelton. Scooped out there by Ethan Maddox, who fires it off the glass past St. Croix in behind the net. And White will pick it up in his own end. Trying for the pass at center. Up into the zone goes Taylor and Howard. Howard can't clear it out past White. So it'll be Whitby picking up in their own end. St. Croix. We pass through center ice. Gets picked up there by Pritchard. As Pritchard tries to get around the defense, a nice defensive play to hold him up by Hazelton. 3-on-3 the other way. A slapper as he tries to fool Seto, but it goes in behind the net. Toros just take that dump in and go off on a line change. Late pass for Perot was out of his reach, and he tries to go again. Nicholas Perot comes up with it. He's got Hannon going to the goal as well, but Perot kicks himself, and a shot and a nice catch there by Seto off Nicholas Perot. He followed that one right into his glove and keeps this at a 1-goal game. A draw that's off to the right of the Whitby goal. It goes in behind the net. McCaggerty tried to fire it around. It'll get kept in from the line. Toros with a 2-1 lead here in the second. 5:38 left to go here in period number 2. Number 18 got taken off his feet. Comes the other side. Whitby will clear it out at center, and Menko picks it up. Chips it into the zone. Try to get around Taylor, and he'll find it in behind the goal. Steffler trying to hold off Taylor as it goes behind the net. Whitby started from their own end with a pass. Trying to get Costello on the other side. Menko will chip it out. Turn over to Hannon. Jack Hannon enters the Whitby zone. Tried to get around the check. He's got Perot to the goal. The pass got broken up nicely by Tucker. Another shot at it. That one's going to dribble in wide of the right post. Whitby on the strong backhand. Can't get it past Davidson at center. There is Costello on the loose puck, setting up Tucker. Tucker got knocked off his stick by Jackman. 3-on-1 the other way. It'll be Connor Cole and Cameron Ryan the other way. Connor Cole, shot, stop, rebound for Cameron Ryan also. Stopped there by Seto, who's come up with some huge stops as of late and has kept Whitby in the game at 2-1. A draw now off to the right of Seto. Cameron Ryan moves off to the left side, trying to win that draw. He tried to hold him up, was forward. 2-on-1 the other way with number 8, but Connor Cole came back nicely. Chipped off the boards, taken away by Ross. Ross the other side, the pass is in the feet of Jimmy. Toros onto the Whitby zone now with Connor Cole. Try to get around the check. Goes to the leg of Seto as they try and damp it in the front. And we're going to get another penalty coming up here. This penalty is going to go to the Toros. Number 97, Connor Cole. So Whitby gets to go to the power play. Jackman goes off for Sabrizi on the ice, and Sabrizi will take the draw. Whitby with the chance to try and tie it on their power play. That goes in behind the net. It'll get stripped up by Ross in his own end. Ross leading it out. Going for that late pass the other side. Over the stick there of number 8 and picked up there by Gage Ford in his own end. Ford trying to fire it around. That'll get kept in by McCaggerty on the other side. Goes back down low for number 19 out of his reach, and Sear tries to use the other side for Cameron Ryan. He'll dump it down the ice smartly. Back in behind the Whitby goal goes Seto to try and play it. Seto will leave it in behind the net. They try and start from their own zone. Lead pass. Right tape to tape for Jimmy. Jimmy enters the Toro zone. Tried to get around the check of Cameron Ryan. Taken off his feet. And this will be a 2-man advantage coming up here for Whitby. White to the other side. Looking to shoot it. White will pick it up again. White to the other side as St. Croix and White playing around with it. Back down low. St. Croix to White. White a shot. Stopped there by Galton, and he'll hold on to it. It'll be a chipping call going to Cameron Ryan. So the 2-man advantage for 48 seconds. White is going to take it from the Dunlop's logo. Back to the other side as they're moving it around well again for White. He scored to make it 3-2 late in the game. That one shot is going to get blocked out of front. He scored to make it 3-2 in the last game. Back to the line for number 6, St. Croix. Over to White. Whitby moving it around well on this 5-on-3 shot. Blocked. Rebound out of front. And gets swept in out of front of the goal. Whitby had tied things up, banging away at that loose puck as it went right to the left side of the net and swept in to tie things at 2. Still 1:35 left on the penalty to Cameron Ryan. Whitby have tied things up on the Gomez scramble out in front. McCaggerty picks it up. He's going to fire it off the back end boards. Back in behind the net goes forward to pick it up. He's going to clear it the length of the ice. Back goes Seto out of his own end to scoop it up. Leave it behind the goal. Moving at the other side out of the reach of Jimmy. And there's Ross at center. Ross with the pass out of the reach there of Jimmy as that goes down the ice. Out comes Seto to play it. And he plays the wrong guy. Toros tried to walk it out of front, but he got taken off his feet with Sabrizi. Sabrizi trying to hold off his man. Ethan Maddox will clear it in. And McCaggerty has to regroup himself and does with a nice pass up through center. McCaggerty again has it. Trying to do the work in the corner. Gets it up there for number 19 in the zone. Number 19 going up there with Jimmy and number 8. And he couldn't make his way around the check. Around the boards it goes, kept in by Ross. He finds the other side. Quick shot from McCaggerty, blocked out in front. And the Toros just have to try and clear it down. That'll be Connor Cole's job as he dumps it right into Seto, who steers it aside. 1:15 left to go here in the second. 13 seconds left on the penalty to Cameron Ryan. Trying to hold off Whitby from the line. Ethan Maddox will dump it past Ross the rest of the way. That should do it for the power play. Whitby did convert on that goal-mouth scramble on the first penalty on the two-man advantage, which is where we stand now at 2-2. That goes in behind the net. First one in behind the goal. Trying to chip it out. It'll be kept in from the face-off circle. Trying to do the work is Menko. He couldn't hold it in. 40 seconds left to go here in the second. James Davidson with a lead pass for Cameron Ryan. Trying to split the D of Ross. Cameron Ryan had it in his feet though. Whitby the other way with a pass. Scooped up there by number 18 as he tries to get away from Menko. Getting pushed aside there by Aiden Howard as it comes around the net. Tapped in from the line from Tucker. Tucker a shot. Nice block by Aiden Howard. Tucker picks it up again and chips it deeper into the left corner. Toros trying to get it out, but a nice play by Tucker. Tucker again is going to keep it in with 5 seconds left. Try and get the shot through, and it'll get blocked out in front by Aiden Howard. His second block on the shift as it stays in behind the net. And could you expect anything less from this series? It's been a one-goal game in each and every game, and now we go to the third, all tied up at 2. So here we go, the face-off to start period number 3. Ford will pick it up at center. Dump it off the back end boards past Tucker as it goes behind the net. It'll get scooped up by Steffler. Coming back up the other way. And comes in over the line. We'll take it back and behind the net. Sear tries to push him off and behind the goal. Spins off him. He's got a man sitting in the front and a nice defensive play by Ford. But Whitby still have the loose puck. Chipped up for Jackman trying to go away, but he got held up nicely by Steffler. Ford back into the zone. Toros stay, and it looked like he might have stayed onside, but referee called it offside, so we'll get another face-off here just inside the line. Trent Taylor will take this draw. Taylor wins it back here for Hazelton. To the side, picked off. Mezzatesta in. Mezzatesta alone, off the post. Mezzatesta had the go-ahead goal on his stick and rang the iron in behind Galton. Mezzatesta fires it into the corner. First one trying to chip it out. It will be Taylor. And they pick it up and come out through center with Perot with a pass. White trying to go with the puck. Had a stepped off his stick there, St. Croix in his own end. The pass for Davis was out of his reach and scooped up by Jack Hazelton off the boards. White picked it off at the Whitby bench, but it comes in offside. Now it'll be Aiden Howard taking the draw just in front of the Toros bench versus Jimmy. Jimmy trying to win that scramble draw. It still stays in the zone though. Trying to get around the check. Taken away there by Aiden Howard. Howard's lead pass, too strong for the stick of Rusler. Lead pass for Jimmy was out of his reach. And back in the zone they come. Led it by Sabrizi trying to get away. And he showed off his speed in game 2. And this time McCaggerty caught up to him. Sabrizi, shot! And that got kicked aside by Seto. Davidson tried to pinch in and keep it in. Keeping it in there was James Davidson, but now it comes free for number 8, who just chips it off the boards past Rusler. Jimmy tried for a shot. He's going to take it to the face-off dot. Jimmy a shot, stopped there by Galton. And Menko steers it aside for Sabrizi trying to chip it out. A nice defensive play from the line by Steffler to hold it in. And Whitby, because of that, might get the opportunity, but it gets tipped just high over the post area. Trying to win that battle in the corner. We're getting another penalty coming up. And this one will go again to the Toros, so it'll be another Whitby penalty, their third straight power play coming up with the opportunity to take their second lead of the game. It'll be Davidson that's going to go to the box for the Toros. And the draw will come off to the left of Galton. To be taken by Costello. Against Connor Cole for the Toros is a big penalty kill. If you're the Toros, you can't give Whitby any life with this one. Tied at 2. That's going to get cleared past St. Croix. Back goes White to pick it up in his own end. White with a lead pass for number 18 coming up into the zone. Brown trying to get away with a backhand shot. Scores! Brown with a hard backhand makes it over Galton to give Whitby a 3-2 lead. So Whitby have scored another power play goal. Took advantage on the penalty from Davidson to make it 3-2 in favor of Whitby. Trying to fire it around. That goes over the stick. Back up the other way. 2-on-1. Connor Cole to Cameron Ryan in. Stopped there by Seto. And he'll hold on to it. Another draw off to the right of Seto. Kept in by the Toros. Forward a shot. Not going to make it through. Connor Cole turnaround shot. Blocked again out of front. Connor Cole chip it down low for Cameron Ryan. Trying to get away. Cameron Ryan getting worked over there by Jimmy. Jimmy trying to win that battle in the corner. Back to the line for Ford. Gage Ford a shot. It's going to find Seto's glove. And he couldn't catch it though. Cameron Ryan and Logan Jackman were digging at the loose puck. Kept in by Ford from the line. Ross trying to chip it out. Over the stick of Jimmy and in the zone goes number 19. Trying to go off to the races. Got held up as it rolled into Galton for another face-off. And another draw coming off to the right of Galton. Getting one there on a scramble draw by the Toros. Trying to clear it out with Menko. Couldn't get it out of the zone. Costello a shot getting blocked out in front. Chipping it off the boards there for Hannon. He tried to pick up the loose puck. And that'll go down the ice. And it'll go for icing. Face off to the left of Galton. Trying to win that draw is Taylor. Taking off his feet. Trying to chip it out. As he tries to win that battle in the corner. Kept in there by Whitby with a shot. Caught there by Galton and a hold on to it. A draw that's off to the left of Galton. To be taken by Aiden Howard. Back to the line for White. White a shot. Right pass up. Rebound out of front. And another right pass save there from Drew Galton. Whitby control the puck though. Sear tried to clear it out. Couple whacks away at it. Aiden Howard will scoop it up now with a pass over the stick up to Breezy. St. Croix over there for White. White is going to find Pritchard from the line. Mazzatesta trying to get away from the line. He'll dump it off the boards, back in behind the Toros net for Sear. Riesler tries to chip it out. And he'll start it up through center with a pass. Nicely picked off there by Pritchard. Mazzatesta from his own end, he's going to start it. The pass was out of the reach, but tried to catch up to it with St. Croix. That's going to get chipped out at center. Under 10 minutes left to go now. Whitby up 3-2 on the go-ahead goal here by Brown in the third period. Sabrizi tried to get away, tripped up, and that'll be a Whitby penalty coming up. So the Toros get to go to the power play. A draw off to the left is Seto. Cole tries to win the draw. Kept in by Ford from the line. Gage Ford back down low for Perot. He'll take it from the face-off circle. Try and do the damage. Back to the line for Ford again. Gage Ford looks for a lane. Instead, he'll drop it back for Perot from the face-off dot. Perot again has it. He drops it back to the line for Ford. Perot shot. Tip. Stopped there by Seto as it goes wide and fired around the boards. Sear can't hold it in. Back goes Jimmy the other way. Trying to cut wide. He'll take it in behind the net. Jimmy doing some nice work. He finally got taken off his feet. Cole trying to win that battle. He chips it in behind the net for Ford. Gage Ford from his own end trying to clear it out. Didn't like the first way around. Takes it back in behind the own net. And starts the patience from center. Over there for Connor Cole. He'll pick it up. Cole trying to go wide against Ross. Takes it to the goal. Backhand shot. Didn't make it through. Kept in by Sear from the line. Connor Sear, other side for Pro. Shot. Isn't going to make it to the net. Kept in by Sear on the other side. It'll be a Whitby penalty coming up. It'll be a two-man advantage coming up here for the Toros if they give Whitby the puck. Pro. Back to the line for Ford. Tries for a shot. That's going wide. And Whitby's trying to touch it up. Two-man advantage on the penalty to Ross. And a face-off off to the right of the goal. Connor Cole will take it. Wins it back to the line for Sear. Toros trying to do something on this two-man advantage. Ford has the puck. Fires it back down low for Sabrizi. Connor Cole, shot. Going wide. Pro trying to catch it on the other corner. Setting up Sear. Connor Sear to the other side. Slap shot from Ford. Tip. Stopped it by Seto. Rebound out of front. And Seto's going to find that one as well. A draw off to the left of Seto now. Won by the Toros. Ford keeps it in. Gage Ford back down low. Moving it around well. Sear picks it up. Shot. Stick save as Seto got a shaft on it. Pro to Sear on the other side. Shot. Just missing off the right post. Ford will keep it in. First penalty's over. Connor Sear has it now. He'll fire it into the corner for Connor Cole. Jackman waiting at the front, but Cole just take his patience, take it in behind the net. 1:05 left on the power play. Toros moving it around well for Pro. Back down low. In front! And another big stop. That might have been blocked out in front there by Mezzatesta as he bailed out Seto. Back down low. Connor Cole. Walking out of front. Shot. Scores! Connor Cole goes high blocker with his third of the series. And that's a big one to tie things up at 3. So just like the Whitby did on their two-man advantage, the Toros convert on one of them. And that's a big one to tie things up at 3. That goes behind the net. Sabrizi has it. Trying to set things up. He lost it there to Costello as it goes behind the goal. Around there for Aiden Howard trying to do the work in the corner. Aiden Howard back down low for Cameron Ryan. Cameron Ryan trying to win that battle in behind the net. It comes free for Whitby. As they come up through center is Tucker. He'll fire it with a nice backhand over there for Brown. Brown trying to get away. He couldn't do it. He got taken off his feet. Aiden Howard trying to clear it out. Couldn't do it. Brown a shot. Blocked out in front. And Ethan Maddox doesn't know where the rebound is. Finally clears it aside. There's Sabrizi trying to get away now. And show off his talent. He gets knocked down at center by Steffler. Whitby come in over the blue line. Trying for a pass. There's a Whitby player down in the corner. He's going to make his way back to his feet though. Trying to walk it out of front. Nobody there but a blue sweater. Toros get the loose puck with Cameron Ryan. Couldn't get away at center ice. Cameron Ryan has one goal in this series, but it was the big one in game number 1, the overtime winner. There's Tucker on it. Tucker trying to get away. He'll fire it in the corner. There's a quick shot from the corner as they tried to catch Galton napping, but Galton was able to catch that for another face-off. And another draw off to the left of Galton now. Face-off. Getting one there by the Toros as they chip it up through center. Pro trying to get away against Mezzatesta. Connor Cole trying to dig it out. Pritchard with Davis. Trying to hold off Davidson on the other end. He'll take his man into the boards back in behind the net. Davidson fires it around. Trying to go back up the other way with a pass. Connor Cole got it swept off his stick. Pro trying to dump it in the zone. There's White firing it to the other side for his defensive partner, St. Croix. St. Croix comes up through center and he will dump it the length of the ice back in behind the Toros net. Davidson trying to win the battle. It gets taken away there by the Toros. And a pass for Jackman trying to get away. Logan Jackman in the zone with a shot. Stopped there by Seto. Easily as he kicked it aside, back in behind the Toros net. But there's a turnover. Perot was sitting at the front, but the pass was out of his reach. Mazatesta leads it up through center for number 8. Number 8 with a nice play to get in the zone. Lost his footing before he could race after the puck. Sear on the loose puck trying to clear it around. McCaggerty tried to keep it in. Couldn't do it. There's Ross. Ross up there for number 8. He's going to chip it deeper in behind the net for Sear to take it. Goes back in behind the net. Trying to win the battle is Whitby and walk it out in front. Taken away by Benjamin Sabrizi. Benjamin Sabrizi against McCaggerty. He's got Howard as well. Sabrizi takes it in. Takes it in behind the goal, taken off his feet. Still in the right mind to try and dump it back to the line. Here comes Jimmy. Jimmy trying to get around Hazelton. Takes it to the corner. Walks it out in front. There's nobody there. Cameron Ryan chips it away. That'll be Steffler from center. He'll dump it the rest of the way in the zone. And that gets fired the length of the ice. And we'll have enough to go for icing. Face off coming off to the left of the goal. We have 3:40 remaining here in the third period. Trying to win that battle in the crease area. Scooped up there by Davidson. Davidson tried to find Jackman. Couldn't go with it. And there's Costello, a shot. Caught there by Galton. And he'll hold on to it. A draw off to the left of the goal. Tucker trying to keep it in. Walks out, trying for a shot. Tucker backhands it, and a chip just went wide. They had the deflection in mind, just went wide of the net. Pro trying to tip it out. Menko trying to do the damage. Toros couldn't get it up through center. Menko sweeps it aside. There's Steffler on it to chip it up. Cole trying to do the work of the corner. Coming up into the zone. Comes Tucker with a shot. That's going wide. Davidson trying to win that battle. And we do have some breaking news. Ajax has beat North Durham 5-1, so they've already got their spot in the next round with a sweep over the first place North Durham Warriors. Coming up through center is Connor Cole. With a shot, instead he'll take it wide, throws it out in front, and that's going to go back to the line for Ford. Gage Ford will pick it up at center. So the surprising Ajax Knights have knocked off North Durham 3 straight, and there's White. So they wait to see who they're going to play out of this series. That's going down the ice with 2 minutes left to go here in the third period. Pritchard takes it back in his own end. They're coming up through center. Goes Mazatesta. Chipped up there by Cameron Ryan, and it's offside. A draw from the Whitby bench. Cameron Ryan trying to chip it in. Gage Ford trying to dump it in there. Gets picked up by White. White's pass for Jimmy trying to go with it. Gets slid into the zone. Knocked down there in his own end by St. Clair. There's a pass the other side for number 8. The pass was in Jimmy's feet, and it's offside. A draw that's going to take place now, this time inside the Toros bench. Steer chips it up for Aiden Howard as they chip it aside. Coming up into the zone. Number 19 coming up in. Digging away at it. There's Sabrizi trying to win the battle. Comes in behind the net. Connor Sear tries to clear it out. Couldn't do that. As they try and find a lane at the front, we'll take it in behind the goal. Sending it back to the line for White. White a shot. Tipped out in front and goes wide. Scooped up and fired back in behind the net for Jimmy. Jimmy trying to win the battle. We're in the last minute of play of the third. Trying to clear it out. Whitby kept it in there. Kept the pressure on. There's Jimmy trying to get away. Jimmy is going to turn it over there to the Toros. And they try and fire it out. Couple walks away. It goes into the Toros bench out of play. A draw will come in the Toros' end. A big defensive draw for Connor Cole, and he wins it. That comes around the boards for Jackman. Trying to clear it out. Couldn't get it past Ross. With a shot tipped at the front. Caught there by Golden as he caught it with both the blocker and the catcher, making sure that was not going to squeeze in. We'll get another draw off to the left of the goal now with 30 seconds left to go here in the third period. And another key face-off in the Toros' end. Again, another defensive win by Connor Cole. Jimmy has it behind the net with number 19. They're trying to find a lane. They're trying to find Mezzateste at the front. The pass was out of the reach of Ross, coming back into the Whitby end. Seto thought about coming out to play it. Instead, he lets McCaggerty take the honors. Moves it over there for Ross. Turnover to Perot. Perot trying to set it up to the other side and couldn't do it. Nicholas Perot trying to get away. Lost the puck. 5 seconds left. Might be one more rush. He'll just dump it down the ice. Dalton will steer it aside. And this game is going to have the same result as game number 4. And that result will be to be determined when we come back. Starting off the overtime period, all tied up at 3. And my apologies, because the last game was 3-2, so this one's going to wind up 4-3. It'll be the same result as game number 2. We just don't know who's going to win it yet. Coming up through center. Coming up into the zone with a shot. Stopped there by Golden. Rebound out of front, trying to get slipped in. And another rebound is stopped there by Drew Golden, right point blank. He may have just saved game number 4 right there. And a draw that's off to the left of Golden now. Tucker goes for a shot, blocked in front. Blocked by his own defenseman. Trying to get it out. Davis will win that battle. Davis tries to do the work in the corner. Trying to dump it out was Davis. St. Croix trying to win that battle in the corner. Going back to the line. Tucker throws it to the net. Whitby trying to come out of that scrum. It's Pritchard. Pritchard throwing it out of front. Shot blocked. Rebound, they score! Whitby win it on a rebound out in front of the net against Dalton. And this series is going to need a game number 5 Sunday in Darlington. A heartbreaker for the Toros, but this is the way Whitby felt after game number 1 when the Toros won that one in overtime. We're going to get another opportunity at this one. Both clubs are now tied at 4 points apiece. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.